guys, welcome to our meeting. Okay, let's have everybody check in. If you don't know what check-in is, that's who the heck are you? What are you currently up to? And what do you need to move your business forward in 7 days? So I would love to start with Anna and Sean. How are you guys?
I'm doing good.
You're doing well.
Awesome. So what are you guys up to?
I am up to my investor support work, and my husband's delivering meals like a good chef because people need food.
People do need food. That's true. And so what do you guys need to move your business forward in the next 7 days?
In the next 7 days, I need the articles of incorporation done. That's what I need. So that
You
is
need what?
Articles of incorporation filed.
Oh, gotcha.
Let me guess. So you can open your business bank account?
Yes. How did you know?
I'm just, I have a fortune or a crystal ball.
Impressive.
She's been around this block before.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome. Well, always happy to see a power couple and moving from one power couple to the next. Hello, Gold Eights.
How y'all doing? We're Brian and Meg. This week, really what we need is these wholesalers to return our calls. Found a house we want, have called them multiple times, have financing. He won't call back. It's like, the house isn't sold because he's got it listed as the wrong address. I had to find it. Other than that, to move our business forward, we need another house.
Awesome.
It's possible that his contract expired, just so you know. His wife's not calling you back yet.
He actually messaged me back on Facebook last night to let us know the price of the house dropped. I was willing to buy it at his full offer price 2 days ago.
Well, that's good. I mean, don't let him know that.
No.
Definitely not.
Is he going to be on any of these hobby millionaire calls?
I would hope so. That's where I found the house.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Well, let's hope he doesn't come to tonight's meeting and hears all this then.
Well, that is pretty good. You guys are an inspiration. And Brian, I love this whole Breaking Bad vibe you're giving us now. All right. Happy you're here. Hi, Eugene.
He is driving back right now. So
Awesome. Well, I'll tell you what.
No, he's driving back now. So he's driving. So he's just listening.
Eugene is up to apartment complex and houses and getting into everything and signing people up for.
I'm going to do Eugene's check-in. Hi, I'm Eugene. I'm now a broker with Real Estate Realty. I'm currently acquiring an apartment complex as my first, many endeavors. And I'm renovating my current properties. And I am also wanting Bonnie to open up $100,000+ business line of credit for me. Because I just opened my business bank account and I'm ready to go. And they gave me free money. So he's rocking and rolling.
That is all correct. That is all correct. Thank you so much for chiming in.
No problem. I'm like, did I do your check-in justice, Eugene? Yes or no? Hopefully.
You did a wonderful job. Got so many great wins that I want to share, but right now I just got to focus on driving.
Okay. Sounds good.
If I get to an area, I'll chime back in. But thank you.
No problem. Yeah. Chime back in when you're at a stoplight or whatever, if you pull over on the side of the road.
Sure will.
Awesome. Trevor.
Hey everybody, can you hear me?
Heck yeah, we can.
All right, 1 second. I was just finishing making up dinner. Oh, now it's super dark in here. Jeez. One second, still getting situated. But hey everybody, my name's Trevor. In the next week or month or so to get going, I signed up for the NACA training. So got that going and gonna keep driving for dollars, keep showing up to meetings, and that's all I got for now.
Trevor, when were you able to get into NACA?
I wasn't able to get there until like I think December 14th.
Okay.
Unfortunately,
We got December 11th was ours appointment.
yeah, it was really far out, but they have ones
Yeah.
in Spanish.
All
And I'm like,
Spanish.
Yeah.
I'm semi-fluent in Spanish, so I was considering just trying to go to one of those earlier, but I'm not sure if I'd be able to make it through the whole thing. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
Kitchen Spanish. And that's
Yeah.
not the words they're going to be using.
I want to check in on that. With NACA, I found a different way of how to register people in early. I registered 4 more people for November the 7th. What I would need is your email address and your name, how you want to appear on the call, and I can possibly move people up to this Saturday until that fills up. But yes, I was
Wow.
able to get people the following week, and I registered 4 people for November the 7th at 9 o'clock in the morning.
We can
Yes,
do that.
Yeah.
That'd be
Oh.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll take it.
I don't
That's
know
what I
how
mean.
so I just wanted to, put that out there. And what I would do is once I get you registered, the email will come to your email.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
And so if you text me your email address and how you want your name to appear when you go on the call, and then maybe your cell phone number where I can text you and let you know that you're registered. Mike could even get you in there tonight.
Okay. I need your number.
Yeah, I can connect y'all. I'll do
Okay.
a
Okay.
chat or whatever, and then you guys can connect.
Thank
All right,
you.
That'd be
Thank
awesome.
you.
Thank you.
Love it. There you go.
I love the connections.
Me too. Hobby Millionaires helping hobby millionaires. That's what it's
No,
all
get
about.
in the back door. I like it.
Awesome. Well, there you go, Kyle. Maybe you can get in a little bit sooner. Trevor. Sorry, Trevor. I don't know why I said that. Maybe you can get in a little bit sooner, Trevor.
Close
And
enough.
Trevor, tell me this. What do you need to move your business forward in the next 7 days?
In the next 7 days, well, until I get the financing figured out, just going to keep working on finding houses and checking out different areas of Charlotte, and just try and be ready to move as quick as possible once I get the financing going.
Boom. There you go, buddy. All right, Kyle Jenkins.
Just so
Can
you
you
know,
hear me?
Kyle says he doesn't have a camera, but Kyle, do you have a microphone? Maybe? Well, chime in whenever you can. Maybe he's just listening. Oh my
Audrey,
God. Audrey's on the call.
Audrey.
Audrey, I know you have a camera. Where's your
Yeah,
camera,
Audrey,
Audrey?
come on.
Oh, no, man. I'm on my phone, man. What's going on? How y'all doing?
Audrey, you know your phone has a camera.
Yeah, man. How's everything?
Good, good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Can't complain.
So I kind of love that you're here because I feel like we never see each other anymore. So why don't you
No.
in, please?
Oh, well, hey, everybody. My name is Audrey Truesdale. I am currently working on getting my rental rehab finalized, the budget, and getting bids signed. Been taking a lot of trips to Lowe's lately, courtesy of Rehab Riches. So that's basically that. Went and looked at another property to probably add to my buy and hold portfolio, a duplex out in Gaston County.
Nice.
So that's pretty much it. Just trying to stay consistent and pick up. My goal now is to pick up 1 door a month.
Yay. So
yeah.
Audrey, where's your reno at right now?
It's the one I had over near Noda.
Okay.
Yeah, that one. So we getting started probably next 2 weeks, and then if I can get this duplex, I think I got a good chance at it. Built good rapport with the seller. That'll be another unit. That'll be 3 units. So I'll be at 3 doors.
Dang.
Yeah.
The duplex is in Gastonia?
No, it's like close to Cramerton, McAdamville area.
Oh, ooh, that
Yeah,
sounds. I love that area.
yeah. So fingers crossed on that one. It's not in terrible shape either, so it's
That's
even
great.
better. Yeah.
Less work is nice once in a while. I just,
Uh-huh.
some investor supporters, I did a miniature Rehab Riches this morning. At 8
Miniature.
in the morning.
Okay. So they just walk half of Lowe's.
Yeah, pretty much. I showed them. I pretty much took them to the kitchen and the bathroom area.
Oh, okay.
And
Oh,
then,
you just did this. That was like the Cliff Notes.
yeah, the Cliff Notes Rehab Riches class this morning because we were meeting other contractors and getting them started and all that kind of stuff this morning. And we were going there mainly to shop for contractors. And so we picked up a bunch of new people that we want to issue some tickets to. But you know all about that. You walked around, home with me for 3 hours doing Rehab Riches.
I was gonna ask you, when you're doing your projects, do you like order and then they pick up? Because Lowe's gave me the ability to do that. Like I can order materials and then that person can come. And
yeah, you can do that at Home Depot as well. But normally they know what to go and get, and I'm kind of just too lazy to pick out whatever they need to. You know what I mean?
Right.
They can just go and get it and everything. But yeah, you can do that at both, and you can actually have Home Depot pull it aside and have them come and get it if they want to. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got to get over to Home Depot probably later this week. I've been meaning to, but okay, cool deal. Thank you.
They can do both. It's all good. Yeah. But Warren, it looks like they're having some logistics issues, I guess, because there's been some supply chain breakdown going on. So there's been some materials that I don't know, maybe they're just not coming over from China as easy as they used to or something.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, I've been out a lot of things.
That's never good.
We got a lot of things to fix.
Exactly.
All right, Andrew Grace, how are you?
I'm doing good.
He does sound like he could be Patrick's brother.
It's actually funny because my brother's name is Patrick, so that's pretty funny.
Oh my gosh.
You look exactly like this guy, Patrick. I wish but he's like a little older than you. I wish is Patrick there? Can he come say?
Yes, I'll have him log in here in a minute.
Okay, thank you. Anyway, hi, Andrew. How are you? Have you been to our meetings before? Refresh my memory.
This is the first time. So I actually went to high school with Trevor, and he's been telling me to come to the meetings for some time now. So I finally came.
All right, man. Well, nice to have you.
Hold on a minute. Are you guys, you said high school?
Yeah.
You guys are in high school?
No.
We both graduated.
Okay, I was gonna say, I'm like, oh my God, that's good. Y'all are so young and getting into it so early. That's awesome. But that's cool. Are you guys in college? What are you guys doing?
Yeah, I just graduated from York College, Pennsylvania, and I'm running my own business right now. So I'm running like a website where we sell pre-owned designer goods.
Nice, cool.
Good for you. That's so awesome. So, okay, so as you can see, we do this check-in thing, right? And what we say is what are we up, like who we are, what we're up to, and what would we need to move our business forward in the next 7 days. So let's have you do your first check-in.
Awesome. So I'm Andrew. What I've been doing is I've been with real estate. I've been reading. I just finished multifamily Millionaire, and I just started another book on duplexes, triplexes, and quads. My main goal right now is to find a quad to live in, and Trevor was telling me about NACA, so I'm actually signed up for NACA too, but the same issue with all the Spanish ones, so I couldn't really find one close. It'd be awesome if I could get in November 7th. That would be amazing.
Awesome. All right, Eugene's gonna have to remind me that before the end of the meeting that you will text message me. I'm gonna put it in the chat box and just text message me all you guys that want to go to NACA and everything, so I can copy and paste it to Eugene.
That'd be great.
You need your full name and your email address.
Awesome. Okay, so happy you're here, Andrew. Welcome to the Happy Meal family. You're part of it now. Okay, my name is Adina. I'm a broker with Real Estate Realty, and Oh, hi, Curtis. What I'm currently up to is we have new investor supporters on our team. So I am doing make readies with them. So learning the ropes, I'm teaching them things that I look over, such as marketing, photos, leasing places, talking to contractors and everything like that. So that's what we're doing together to move my business forward in the next 30 days. What I would need is, I'll just say contractors for today. So contractors. So if you know anybody, let me know. My phone number is 704-835-6448, 704-835-6448. And look who just joined us, the big CW. Why don't you check in for us?
All right. Good evening, everyone. Hey, I'm Curtis Waters. I'm a senior partner in a real estate investment firm. We focus on property acquisitions, rentals, optimization, and sales. We have a network of financial institutions, family offices, bulk sellers, hedge funds, even wholesalers that we use to acquire properties at superior prices. We're more conservative with investor funds than we are with our own money. I'm also broker in charge with Real Estate Realty. Next 30 days, I'm working on about 6 renovations for rental, and I think that's going to keep me pretty busy.
Heck yeah. Well, speaking of wholesalers, one of my new favorite wholesalers, Jay Sav, what's going on?
Hey, how you doing?
I am so good. So why don't you check in for us?
Okay. What's the check-in? What am I doing in the next 30 days?
Say who you are, what you're up to, and what you need to move your business forward in the next 7 days.
Okay. Yeah, my name is Jay. Pretty much I'm new to the, real estate business and investing part. So the next 30 days, I'm going to be going on some house tours, house visits to see some numbers and I guess check some estimates out and see how today was and see if I can carry the knowledge from the day to my own visits.
Awesome. I love it, man. Happy to have you. Tyson, how are you? Or my T-S-I-O-N?
Hey, it's Sion. Hey, Adina.
Oh, hey, how are you?
Good. Hope everyone's doing well.
Yes, please. Check in for us.
I'm actually on my way to see this property because I'm about to make an offer sight unseen. So I'm gonna drive around the neighborhood. Yeah, we could talk about that because I do have some questions. But just looking for properties and looking to, add to my list of properties, I guess. That's all.
Okay, I love that you're here. I feel like I haven't talked to you in 5 years, so welcome back.
Thanks.
All
Glad to be
right.
here.
Let's have the great Queen Bee check in for us. What have you got to say tonight to us?
For those that don't know me, I'm Bonnie Laszlo, also known as the Real Estate Hobby Millionaire. Pretty much working on 22 renovations at the moment, and we have about 10 closings or so. So looking to complete those cycles of action. And in the next week, closing actually a lot of those cycles up and at least moving them forward. And teaching investor supporters. And we've got in the next week, it's the end of the month. Next week is going to be another first of the month where it's rent day. We always like the first of the month. All the money comes back in. So finishing out closeouts, end of the month reports, and drumming up more contractors to handle more tickets because we have more properties coming on deck.
Awesome. Thanks, Bonnie. I love that you're here. Because when I first started, remember you weren't coming to the meetings as much, and now you're always here, and I kind of love it. So, Anna, hi. How are you?
Hi, how are you?
What's going on? What are you up to?
I'm still at the beginning stage, man. Still trying to find my bearings.
Nice. Okay, so what do you need to move your business forward?
Man, at this point, I think the last time I came, I was talking to Curtis made something about Anderson Clint Coons. Is it Clint Coons or something like that? Anderson Business Advisories.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to get to them on the setup. You know, I want to do the Wyoming thing, but like Bonnie said the other time, with regards to how to name it, you don't have to put like property or investment, you know, something that will portray that you're a deep pocket person. And so I'm trying to get a name that is a bit funny and then get a YB holding and register and do a North Carolina registration as well. So that is where I am now.
Okay. Well, as we say, whenever you're picking out the name, you know, of your LLC, just make sure it doesn't say Daddy Warbucks LLC or Sue Me Because I Have a Lot of Money LLC, that kind of thing, right? Because remember,
Okay.
it's a limited liability company, so you don't necessarily want to have it be divulging of all the wealth that you're putting into it, right? Because you know, kind of want to, I know that everyone wants to be proud of it and you want to flaunt it and stuff, but remember, it is a limited liability company. It's there for a specific purpose. So you just want to be smart with who you pick.
Okay, thank you.
Awesome. No problem.
Okay, guys, we are going to roll super quick through the next few things because I kind of can't wait to get to open floor, but I do want to hear if anybody has any wins because this is my favorite part. And I'm going to start, dun, dun, dun. I'm going to give a win to Jay Sav because driving for dollars, hanging out with the team today, I totally love it when people get into the mix with us, bring new energy to us. So Jay Sav, thank you for really being part of our family, hanging out with us. It was awesome. So win to you.
No, thank you all for having me and teaching me so much today.
Oh, did you actually learn a lot today?
Yeah, I learned more than I learned on YouTube.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people
on YouTube.
Say that one more time.
I said Bonnie's smarter than YouTube.
Oh yeah, way smarter.
Damn, that's a pretty good. Can you like put that in writing? Bonnie is smarter than YouTube because we need to put that in your next book, Bonnie. That's a good recommendation. Okay, any more wins?
Yeah, and to add, Bonnie can answer every question in real estate. Every question.
I do my best, guys. It comes naturally because I've just been doing it for so long. But that's why, you know, I'm like your magic 8-ball. So you just kind of ask questions and, you know, the answers will come out and, you know, everyone else too that's here on the call or anyone else that's in the groups can answer those questions too.
Yeah, shake her up a little bit and she'll give you an answer. All right, so does anybody else have any wins? That's what I want to know.
I'll give a win though to everyone who went on Driving for Dollars today. Yeah, I mean, it's very great that you guys are spending enough time, you know, investing in yourselves to come out and be a part and actually see what's going on behind the scenes and just getting into the mix of things. So win to you guys for actually getting out there and going into these interesting properties. I did apologize to Jay though that, you know, I wasn't able to really show you other than, you know, the apartment complex that was actually, you know, one of the apartments that was semi-done because all the other ones were either ground zeros or in the middle of construction, you know, war zones kind of thing. So just know that they're not, you know, all like total construction renovation. You can get stuff that's pretty close to being done. But I think today he pretty much got pulled through a lot of the projects that, you know, we're in the middle of full-on renovations and construction and crap everywhere. And, you know, you got to see it whenever, you know, it's kind of to the end because anything before the cleaning up process just looks like a hot mess.
Yeah, that's awesome. I remember my first time driving for dollars with Bonnie, and it was just very intense. It was a lot of information. I was very nervous because I felt like everything was so professional. I just love it. I was a little jealous that there was no room for me today, so I'm not gonna lie, I hated on you guys a little bit. Fine. I'm glad you had fun. So anyway, yeah, that's always an awesome learning experience for sure. Okay, guys, listen. I want to let everybody know what wins are. This is the time where you shout out what you did in real estate, what happened well, okay? Because let everybody know that you are a mover and a shaker. So does anybody else have any wins?
I have a win. We had our closing on Friday, so got another house in the portfolio, moving on to the next one. So everything went smoothly and moving on to the next one.
That's awesome.
Oh my gosh.
7 days after closing, we collect the rent check.
Nice. I like it. And just so you guys know, for all of you that don't have properties yet, Meg and Brian came to the first Hobby Millionaire meeting. I believe it was over at Papa Doc's, right? When we're having water. Yeah. They didn't have any properties. You know, it was a twinkle in their eye, and they came. And now they have, 2 properties in their portfolio now. And the first one went off, wonderfully, valued out well over 100,000. They got some more money back and went on to the next project. So good job, guys, building your wealth, giving yourself a raise. I like it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's what's really cool about this, because, when you talk to people like Curtis and you, I get it that you guys started from nowhere too, but it's a little harder to grasp because it happened a while ago, even though I know Curtis not a long time ago. But when we get to actually see people like Meg and Brian and Deidre and it happening in front of our eyes, it's unbelievable. To go, oh my gosh, yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yep.
Pretty cool. All right, guys. Any other wins?
Yeah,
Cool.
I have a win.
What?
I have a win for Bonnie and I. We have a investor that is selling a portfolio of properties, and we have another client that is going to be purchasing those. And it's properties we already manage, so that's a win for us both. Also a win for the rest of the team, the property management team, and their efforts to take those properties and turn them so that they're ready for new tenants.
Yes.
So we always, just so you know, we try and keep money in the family as much as we can, because there's some hobby millionaires that are all about rolling up their sleeves and doing the renovation, and there's some of them that are like, no, call me when it's done. Call me when the tenant is paying. That's when I want to come in, and I'm willing to pay the price for those ones. So, everyone has a different, way that they invest in the comfort level of getting involved. So I'm very happy that that portfolio is staying within the family. So yay, Curtis.
Yay, Curtis, and yay, Bonnie. I mean, my friggin' gosh, you guys, don't stop. Okay. So, any more wins?
I will give a win that the one property that we looked at, Curtis, we are going ahead and I'm sending the offer over as well.
Good.
Nice.
And I'm like 2 more properties under contract today that my husband doesn't know about until right now. Love you, honey.
Andrew, you see this? That's crazy, right? What happens to people here? You have no idea. It's out of control.
Yeah,
I'm getting the evil eye right now. He's eating dinner and he's like, looking at me.
You have no idea what these people in these groups do. Well, I'm sure Trevor told you. Okay, so any more wins?
No.
Oh, Mini Patrick. Look at Big Patrick. Yo, they look the same, right?
I'm about to get a haircut. Like that much longer.
He's got a pretty Patrick too.
Oh my gosh.
He's like, I don't like it when you go on Driving for Dollars. You come back with houses.
Oh, that's kind of. Okay, so any more wins, guys? I do want to hear them. If you have them, cool. Wins closed. Let's go to, anybody have any property pitches?
Oh, goodness.
Bonnie, we don't have all night, so just pick like 5.
I'm going to pass so y'all can get on the open floor.
Okay, awesome. But truly, does anybody else have any property pitches or reverse property pitches? Because I do want to hear them if you have one.
I will go ahead and just pitch real quick. And this is Adina's realm too, but we do have some availabilities that are coming up. So if anyone's looking for 3 bedrooms or 2 bedrooms in Gastonia, we have them from $850 up to $1,200. So if anyone has any prospective people looking for a place, definitely contact Adina.
Yeah, guys, do it. All right, so here we go. We had a couple people. I just want to give a shout out. Hi, Carla. Hi, Gwen. Happy you're here, guys. We are going to roll into open floor, and this is where you get to control the meeting. So, who has a question for anyone on the panel?
I've actually got one.
What's up?
Best places to look for multifamilies for sale. So far, just been sending offers to small apartments and duplexes and triplexes. Just haven't gotten any responses from them yet. So trying to narrow it down.
Yeah, have you tried LoopNut and CoStar yet?
Yeah, so far in the areas we're looking, we're not finding anything on there.
I'll look up in CoStar.
Did you look at CoStar? Because I know it said
no, that one I did not.
So also there's private firms that keep a lot of in-house deals too. So if you kind of Google search multifamily and then whatever city it is that you're looking for it, you know, a lot of those ones, you know, do pull up because people are marketing for those. But, you know, truth of the matter, a lot of the multifamilies do end up getting sold just because you're making offers and they come in the mail and you're like, oh yeah, that looks pretty good. I was enjoying the cash flow, but you know, okay, I'll trade out and to go buy something bigger.
We actually are changing our thing a little bit. Instead of just sending mail, this week's batch is going out all certified mail. So at least I know somebody has to sign for it. Hopefully
you
it'll
saying,
at least
Brian?
get their attention.
What are you sending them? Are you sending them offers? Or are you sending them?
Yeah. We're literally sending offers on duplexes, triplexes, anything up to about 10 units in the areas we're doing now.
Okay, good. But you're sending them to the people on tax record, right? Where their taxes go?
Yes, yes. Most of them in the area are actually LLCs or corporations now.
Here's a little trick. So based on the tax address, right?
Yes.
I used to send my offers in like colored like pink and red.
I was just gonna say that you did perfume too, right?
I did perfume. I did all that stuff because if the female gets the mail, she's gonna look at it and she's gonna open it up wondering who in the heck this is, right? And then the male obviously is gonna do that. They're gonna look at this and be like, oh, because it doesn't look like business.
Thank you for the tip.
Mail. Yeah. So and then at Walmart, I used to pick up like these fluffy love bug stickers, right? The fluffy kind. And so I would stick it on the inside. So when they would fill the envelope, they feel there's something in there and it would make them open it.
The other one I'm trying this week, which is a new one, is I'm actually going to send one to an owner on a property I want in an Amazon box.
Brad, that is
One,
good.
it gets rid of the cardboard out of my house, and two,
That's one way for all of your Amazon boxes.
yeah.
You know?
That's true.
Okay.
Over here.
Oh my gosh, they're gonna be talking about you for years. This one time, this guy.
And there's another another resource that you can look for multifamily is that sometimes lenders, when they're getting back properties that have been distressed, they'll contact investors in the area that they have pre-existing relationships with. So whenever you're talking to lenders, talk about future deals as well, not just what you're currently doing, but what you're aspiring to, and they'll put you on a list. And next thing you know, a deal shows up in your email.
Okay. Very good. Thank you.
There are lenders that don't know where to go with them, and when they get them back, they broker the deals as well.
Yeah, I had a bank show up and pretty much asked if I would take this portfolio, like this multifamily piece. And of course, I don't care if it was in Egypt, I'd say yes, right? Because what bank comes to you saying, hey, will you take this so that we don't have to deal with it, and whatever. So it was great. And they did the financing on it and had equity in it. It was just in a situation where there was a breakup going on, I guess. And we reaped the benefits of that particular project. So definitely a good piece of tidbit of information. So make sure you're talking with those people. You can also talk with, obviously, things that are in foreclosure and stuff, their loss mitigation departments and stuff, just to, make sure that they understand that you're a buyer and you're willing to do stuff and, kind of go from there.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Okay, so can I ask a question?
Mm-hmm.
So just a quick one. I was driving for dollars around a great neighborhood, a very rejected house, and I saw for sale by owner, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I picked the address and I went to Zillow. I realized that the property has been on Zillow before, but is that off market, like it's not on the main Zillow stuff, like off market. So I don't know whether the owner, I got to skip trace, his details, or I don't know how to get it because the number that was on the for sale by owner sign, man, that number is not going through. I don't know whether somebody changed something in there, those numbers look like so strange so that you cannot pick it, So I was like, how do I don't know whether I have to skip trace, and get the contact of the owner. So I was like, let me ask you guys if you have any other
You're
solution.
saying that it was a for sale by owner sign.
That's right.
And you called the number on the sign and it didn't work?
No, it doesn't work.
Okay. That's kind of strange. Did you go knock on the door?
Okay, so there's a truth. The truth is that the numbers do not look so clear. Some of them were trying to kind of miss out, so I was trying to.
Knock on the door.
No, it's a rejected house, neglected house. Kind of nobody in there.
Empty?
Yeah, empty, nobody in there.
Well, obviously, if you go to tax records, the address that's on there, should get to them technically. So if you're sending an offer to the address that's on the tax record, that's obviously one of the best ways. But I'm guilty of talking to neighbors. Have you talked to the neighbors?
I didn't talk to neighbors. I know some neighbors were, when I parked around, some neighbors were looking at me, but I didn't really approach them.
Okay. Was the grass tall or was it actually being cut?
No, the grass was pretty down. This is just by the roadside and very good location.
Okay, but the grass was cut, right?
Yeah, it was pretty much cut.
So somebody is paying the lawn person to cut that grass.
Pardon?
Someone is paying the lawn guy to cut that grass, right?
That's right.
Yeah. So if you can kind of tell when that's happening or talk to the neighbors to see when the lawn people are coming by, then I'll normally talk them out and be like, hey, I want to buy this house and everything. Who's paying you? I want to talk to them.
Okay. That makes sense.
That way.
Yeah.
And you know what the name is too? I'm guilty of stalking people out on Facebook. And LinkedIn. You know what I mean? So, any way you gotta, get a hold of somebody, get her done.
Okay,
so
that's right.
If my boyfriend's ever cheating on me, I'm totally asking you, Bonnie, how to find stuff out. Because how do you think, who is paying you for cutting the lawn? What a friggin' piece of advice. That is so smart.
Yeah, because you don't want to get code enforcement violations, right? So someone's normally cutting the grass, and that's one of the best ways to find out who the owners are, right?
Really cool.
Yep. And a lot of times neighbors will know who's doing it, or a neighbor could be cutting the grass and have that number too. So, definitely ask the neighbors.
I like
That's
it.
Right. Thank you.
And that's like, as a contractor, I will tell you, lock down your Facebook page, because before I come to your house, I Facebook you. I see your cars, what you gave your wife for her anniversary. That depends how much of a discount you're going to get when you argue. You can use it to find other info too.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh man, that's some good advice right there. Oh, by the way, I want to say hi, Wendell.
Let's see if he's shopping or in a warehouse full of kitchen cabinets.
Y'all just get tickled at me, don't you? Every time you turn around, you think, what is he going to be doing
I
next?
know, I'm like waiting for the camera. Is he in the car? Where is in a warehouse? Is he delivering gravel? Where is he at?
Well, you know, I have a company called Diversified Equipment,
I did not know that.
and we have
But not
an
surprised.
investing company called Diversified Investments. So we're kind of diversified.
You definitely are. Your hands in every cookie jar. Awesome.
Happy you're here, Wendell. For everybody that doesn't know Wendell, I know like Bonnie and Curtis are the big wigs on this call tonight, but Wendell is actually like a really big wig himself. He's like,
Nah, get off of that. Not really.
He's doing big things, big
I'm just-
deals. You know, only little one or
Just a
two
little
million
fish in
dollar
the
cash out
pond.
refinance this week. All right.
Do what now?
I said you're only doing like a $1 or $2 million cash out refi at 3% this week. So yeah, it's nothing,
Okay.
right? It's great.
I win this stuff.
That's awesome, Wendell. You're inspiring to everyone on the call. I love it.
I don't want to be intimidating though.
you are a little.
Okay, I'm sorry. I don't mean to be that.
A little weird
I don't
about
mean
all
to be
that
bragging. I don't mean to. You asked what I was doing. I'm just sharing what I'm doing. That's all I can do. I'm doing what
It's
you're
really
asking.
inspiration.
Awesome.
Okay.
Here, hold on. I do have a couple of questions that have come in through the chat. So let me go ahead and address these real quick.
Ooh, love it. What are they?
Someone obviously wants to know more about what NACA is. So NACA, just so you know, if you go to NACA.com, it's the cheapest money on the streets in essence, and it's no money down, no closing costs, and your credit score really doesn't matter because it's a character-based loan. And everyone is pretty much using Eugene's, who's another hobby millionaire and also real estate realty broker. He's got a back way, a backdoor entrance, I guess, into getting people into these meetings a little bit earlier, which is great. So if you get into this 3-hour, program workshop that's being held now online, then it's going to put you closer to getting your actual coach. So then they'll end up, telling you what you need to give them, make sure you're organized. And if they want you to save, $500, for the next 3 months or what, they're going to ask you to do certain things. But once you get that slip to go get a property, you can buy anything from, single family house, that's 300,000 or whatever, all the way up to a 4-unit apartment or, multi-unit. So you can go all the way up to a quad. And then they do have a hand program as where I believe that they're postponing the payments or something for a few months while you're fixing the property too. So there's all kinds of stuff. If you go to NACA.com, it's backed by Bank of America, great information. There's plenty of videos and stuff you can watch on YouTube. But I always tell people, if you're renting right now, you definitely need to get hooked up with NACA. If you think your credit's crap, then get hooked up with NACA. Go, make it happen so that that monthly, rental payment isn't going down the tubes. Okay. And there's no income limit on it. You could be making $1 million and get a NACA loan, but you can't own your property. That's, unfortunate for myself, the other investors. We can't take advantage of that, but tenants of ours can, and they can buy properties from us using the NACA program too. So spread the word on the NACA. It's great. It's like like I said, the cheapest money on the street. I think I posted on my Facebook, it was 1.8% they had on there. And then the other one is like 2 something. So definitely take advantage of that. So hopefully that answers that question. And then let me see here. The other question is, I just had my first offer accepted. I need an inspector and an attorney. Any suggestions? So this would depend, I guess, on what city or state you're in, because we're not sure where you're at. But if you are in North Carolina or South Carolina, a lot of us will, Monroe, North Carolina. So we're currently, I've used Perry Marsh Law is one that can be utilized, and you can go to the website there. But if you want to go ahead and text message me at 980-533-0988, and I think I might have put it up in the chat for people to do. You can send that information over to me. And then also there is an inspector. There's a bunch of different ones too. Does anyone have any that you want to recommend on a hot recorded meeting mic? Right. Or if you want to just refer people later. Anyone got anyone?
Yeah, we actually, from one that we weren't happy with to one we were really happy with, was Forward Law out of Greenville.
We know Forward Law.
Yeah, we know the owner.
They were kind of difficult to get in touch with, but in the end, they actually ended up sending everything to us. We didn't have to leave our house to do the closing. And their prices were really reasonable.
And Meg, I think you might have met this guy already. He's
Charlie.
a legal attorney. I remember. Yep, really nice guy.
Charlie.
I've talked to him on the phone, but I don't know. I don't remember if I've met him.
Okay. Yep.
Nice. Yes, hoodies.
Anyone have any inspectors you want to recommend? So if you also go on the Hobby Millionaire Charlotte Facebook page or Gastonia and any of the other RIA clubs for that matter, you can easily post anything you need on there, and it's on Facebook, right? And people respond to you right away. And a lot of the inspectors and the attorneys and everyone will automatically, post right there and connect you right there with a bunch of different options. So I just want to make sure you guys have multiple options on, where you want to go and talk to people and get some pricing and see what works for you.
Awesome. Curtis, do you want to recommend any inspectors?
I got one that we use, but I think I want to do some more. I want to have some more discussion with them before I recommend them.
Yeah, because remember too, these are all recorded, and they go out nationally and all over the place. So I just want to make sure we have everyone's permission as well to blast their info all over the place, right?
Cool. Just asking.
Yep. And here's another question here. Can you use your LLC to buy more properties while in the NACA, or somehow refinance out of NACA's name so that we can continue to buy properties? It's always good to get NACA done first before you go down the road of acquiring more properties, because once you get the next ones, you're really not supposed to, because it's to promote neighborhood stabilization. So you got to utilize it, and they do it in your own personal name and stuff. And we don't want you to commit mortgage fraud or anything like that. So, we just want to make it clean. So if you're just in your beginning ventures of real estate investing, you don't have anything yet, then get your NACA loan first, because once you have your NACA loan, you're good, right? And then after that, you can do whatever you want. And you can get a new NACA loan like every 3 years. So maybe year 2, you're like, okay, let's sell everything we've got, and then let's go ahead and just, sell our current house to move to another one and get another NACA loan and do it all over again. You can do that as well. So, but you just have to make sure that you guys don't have other, properties, I think, under your wings as you're going through that process initially.
Awesome.
But you can own another property after you already solidify your property through NACA, right?
That's my understanding, yes, afterwards.
Okay.
And Eugene recently went through it. And Adina, do you remember? I know you went through it as well. I went through it, but I'm pretty sure that after is fine. It's just before you can't.
Correct. That's how. Well, because the thing is, what are they going to do? Take your loan away? Like, when
So,
it kind of doesn't even make sense.
For
right?
what we understand is that when you get into NACA, you get a $25,000. Oh, I love it, Wendell.
I know. Oh, you're such a distraction. I like that one. Wow.
Yes. You get a $25,000. Yeah, you see, huh? You get a $25,000 lien on the home. You're not allowed to sell within the first 5 years of having NACA. And you can refinance, but you'll need to email them to get the lien off the loan. And they don't want you to have any other properties on it. And this is just from their site that we've been reading on it. So, like, they're like, you can't, like, I can't have the NACA in my name and then Sean get a home in his name. They're like,
no, because it's anyone that's living under that roof.
Yeah, like no one can have another home. And I was like, dang.
But it's good for your tenants, because if you want them to buy your house or something like that, you can get them set up with NACA. All right. Well, we have about 10 minutes left. Does anyone else have any other questions that we want to go over?
Yes, I have a question. What's your thoughts about buying a house sight unseen, and what do you guys typically do for the due diligence, since that's non-refundable? I mean, I have seen pictures, so I mean, it looks. I mean, of course, it needs work, but yeah. What's your thoughts on that?
Unfortunately, we do it all the time. But I mean, it's a matter of, is the price good enough to where you can fix anything and everything, or are the margins slim, right? Are you getting $100,000 house for 40 grand? You know?
Yeah.
One of those types of situations. So, but a lot of times, if you want to do due diligence, you can do $100 due diligence and a $10,000 earnest money or something, or just put a $10,000 earnest money down, or you know what I mean, just something substantial where you don't have to put down a non-refundable due diligence fee. And then we have the inspector go out there to inspect, because you want to make sure what you're getting into isn't like a big, huge sinkhole under the house, or
right.
a $50,000 total gut job or something like that.
And it's actually on the MLS, and like right now I just drove by it because I didn't have the opportunity to see it, since they want all offers by the morning. And there were people there too looking at it, so I think they're probably gonna get like 20 offers. So I don't want to.
Is it the one on Morris Farms?
Yes, it is.
For 150?
Yep.
Oh yeah, I checked that out. You might want to check it out too before you do that.
Oh, does it look bad?
I mean, it's a lot of. I mean, it's cosmetic, most of it. I didn't really see anything that might be like structural, or I didn't see any moisture. I looked in the cabinets. It didn't seem like it was leaking. I mean, but they might inflate the price a lot because there's so many people going after that one house, and that just gets too ridiculous for me. But
right.
To each his own.
So you saw and not making an offer?
No, I'm not making an offer.
Okay. Well, at least that's good to know that you did see it and it doesn't look crazy.
No, it doesn't look crazy. I feel like it'll get, because so many people are going to go and try to get in on this home, then they're going to start kind of auction scenario, like bid over $5,000-$10,000. And it doesn't make sense to me. So I just rather look a little harder and find something that's well worth it, and, stretch my dollar out further. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Okay.
Okay. So Bonnie, if I was to make an offer, you recommend just giving them a higher earnest money and a lower due diligence?
I'm personally guilty of giving like $100 due diligence fee, but then like a $10,000 earnest money. So I am a shock factor compared to all the other offers. And maybe I'll offer a little bit more, but then if I offer a little bit more, I want that property to be in decent shape. And if it's not, then maybe I'm going to ask for a $20,000, price reduction or something after my inspection report comes back.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and I have to put 20% down because it's an investment. So that earnest money will go towards the to the 20%, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But it just depends on, what people are going to look at and what type of property you're going to do.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
So I got a question real quick. Carla, how much reno do you think that property needs to bring it up online? Are you guys looking for buy and holds, or are you looking for fix and flip?
I'm looking
for both.
Okay. So how much to get it rented?
You're asking me, Bonnie?
Yeah.
In my opinion, I would say like maybe not even $12,000. It's not that bad.
Okay, it's like
just
10 grand. Okay.
Yeah, and I'd say it's just that when people start going after that property, then that's when the price is going to start getting crazy, and I'd rather just not deal with that. So, but in my opinion, it does not need some, crazy amounts of work. So
well,
I would say,
I would
10
always
to 12.
think people think that sometimes people are going to offer over and everything, and sometimes people don't. So I mean, don't stop playing the game, or at least throwing your ring in, or offer into the mix. And what I'll normally do is I'll ask the agent too. I'll be like, hey, I'm going to offer, X amount. Is that even competitive? Should I even bother writing it up? Right?
Yeah.
Throw in something because of the way we got our last house. We actually got the house with a lower bid, lower due diligence because we could close in 10 days. We were able to go to them and tell them we can close in 10 days. They had already tried to sell it once and failed. And we put no contingencies and could close that quickly. And we actually got it for about $8,000 less than they were bid on it.
Yeah. And imagine if you really wanted this house and it's like whatever you said, 150 or something. What if you just offered 150 with 0 due diligence time frame?
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, a lot of them just want to know that you're going to close. And if you offer it with no due diligence period and you're just going to move forward and just, if your inspection report comes back atrocious, you can still negotiate pricing and everything. It's just your money's hard, right?
Yeah.
But they may want to just have no due diligence period at the price that it is versus something that's 10,000 over and there's, a 2-week due diligence period. Is it a foreclosure or is it like just a normal person selling it?
It's regular and it's on the MLS.
Okay. Cool. Good luck with that one to see what it is. But yeah, I would mix it up. Depends on how aggressive you want to be about it.
Yeah.
Anybody are you through talking about that one? I got a question.
Yeah. What question you got?
Eviction attorney for a commercial application in South Carolina.
I use nationwide eviction. So it deals with evictions on a national level. And whenever you contact nationwide eviction, you can actually put in the zip code of where those evictions are.
Mm-hmm.
And they will tell you how much the filing fees are and everything. And they actually have designated attorneys for each city area or something like that. So as long as you go with nationwide eviction, they'll hook you up with the one who is doing pretty much the bulk evictions for that particular city.
I don't know if it matters any whether it's commercial or residential.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to do it all. I mean, whether it's commercial or residential, they're going to look at what the lease says and they're going to evict accordingly. So nationwide eviction, it handles all my stuff nationwide.
Thank you.
No problem. But yeah, it's pretty cool feature. They have a thing for pricing and I'll have the zip code and you put that in there of where it's at and they're going to show you what the eviction filing fee is. And then of course, if there's ever contested stuff where evictions get appealed and that kind of thing, then they normally have another attorney that works doing that part of it that they'll automatically send your file to once it gets to a certain level and they pass it off to the other person.
Great.
So hopefully that helps. Sorry you're going through that if you're going through that. Have you tried cash
Yeah,
fees yet?
Can't even get up with the guy.
Huh?
Look, you know what's bad about it?
What?
He was a woodworking shop and he's the sheriff now. Said it would be bad if he got the paper to evict his own self.
Oh my gosh. So, wow. Why doesn't he pay?
He decided to become a sheriff and, went to law enforcement and he just left everything there and he's trying to claim, well, the last time I heard anything from him, he claimed, well, COVID had kept people from coming and getting his equipment. He was going to come take it. So.
Gotcha. Well, is he still talking to you or no?
I can't get up with him. I've not been able to reach him recently. I sent him a text today and said,
Can't you just find him at the sheriff's office, the police department?
I may need to, because actually the county, I don't know where the sheriff's office is, but the county seat is in the town where the building is located.
That's
You
very
should
hard.
call them. You should call them at the police department and say, "Hey, I'm doing a wellness check at 1000 Main Street at this woodworking shop. I need you to come here to be with me during this wellness check." and then you'll unlock and you'll go check everything. So maybe he shows up or one of his friends shows up, right? And you can get in contact and work it out.
Well, he doesn't even, the thing about it is the building's not even locked. He left it unlocked.
Oh, really? Are you sure he didn't abandon it then?
Well, I think we even tried to get him to sign an abandonment letter, and we haven't even got him to do that. To abandon
Well,
everything.
is the power off?
Well, we have the power. It's our power because it's just one section of one of our commercial buildings.
Well, why don't you send him a note that pretty much to contact you? Otherwise, you're going to consider it abandoned within X amount of time.
I think we did that. I don't think we ever got a response. That's the bad thing. He's not responding. So if he would ever respond, then we'd have something to go on.
Well, it sounds like he
We'll
might
get it
not
through
be.
somehow.
Yeah, I mean, if I don't know if you have the keys or whatnot, but you can change the locks and put the lockbox on the front door with a note that says, "Please contact the office," so that you can get your new, office key and everything. And that would normally promote them to contact you to get that new key.
I just did that yesterday.
Really? That's
Yeah,
a good
because you
idea.
know if it's abandoned or not, and you need to get them to call, and you can't get a hold of anyone. You have no emergency contact. So change the locks on the property with the lockbox actually there on the door. So if they do call you and you're like, okay, well, we didn't know if you're there, you hadn't talked to us and everything, but here's the code to get your new key out of there.
The other thing is you can crazy glue the lock. We used to do that on storage units in New Jersey.
Do what?
Put crazy glue in the lock. This way you don't enter the premises without permission. But
Look at Brian. He's crazy gluing to make them have to call him for maintenance. Like my lock's not working.
He really is Breaking Bad.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my
I hadn't
gosh.
heard that one. That's a good one. So
Yeah.
All right. Guys, I'm a little bit at a crossroads here because I value your time. Technically, the meeting is over. So if you want to leave, we're not going to talk about you behind your back. But at the same time, I also want to know, does anybody else have any questions? Because we want to make sure that you got what you came for tonight. So is there any questions off the top of your head that you want to get out for experts here?
Carla, what is your question again? I see it here in the chat about the template online.
Yeah, so I was trying to like approach, homes that look abandoned kind of thing, and the owners or homes that potentially I could buy. And I was Googling and there's templates online on how to just outline the letter that I'm going to send to them.
Yeah.
So what do you guys feel about that? Does that sound sketchy? Is that,
No, you can use those. And then in my book too, the Real Estate Hobby Millionaire, normally if I saw out subgroups, I'd give those books out to you, or if you're here in town or something, I can get it to you. Or you can pick one up. But in there, chapter 2 has the letter of intent that's there. And the letter of intent is very simple, and you can easily just, here's my letter of intent. Here's 1, 2, 3 ways to have you say yes to me, that I want to buy your property, or a mixture of any of these kind of, options. And send it. I always tell people, make sure that you're sending offers and not like a letter of, hey, I'm interested in buying your place. That's going to make it into the trash bin. But it's like, hi, I'm a cash buyer and I'm going to buy your place for $100,000. Call me. Call, you know what I mean? We're talking
Okay.
cash, no offer.
okay. All right. Thank you.
No problem. All right.
There's a quick one, Bonnie, before you leave, please.
Yeah.
The student loan forgiveness people, I got to contact them today, but they were saying something on, it's either you go to work for a federal, organization, that is where the student loan be forgiven, or you pay like close to $1,000, and they will kind of group all your liabilities into account. It wasn't so clear, but it looks like it wasn't like forgiveness. I was like, okay, then I'm gonna ask you.
What was going on now?
So I was talking about the NESARA people, the student loan forgiveness.
There's Nassara.
Yeah, I think.
Oh, Bonnie, that thing you post for the student loan forgiveness, the NASRA or something.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. So I was told that the number was busy. So you actually got through on the number?
Oh, yeah, I did. Several times I go through with them.
Okay. Because someone had told me it was busy signal or something and they couldn't get through it and whatnot. But so what did they tell you? So my understanding is that there's obviously a student loan forgiveness situation. One person that spoke with them, they were restructuring to where you're making payments where instead of it was like $500, it was brought down to like $100 a month. And if you made payments for X amount of time, then they forgave like the other 80,000. So what did they talk to you about?
So they were talking to me about, actually I was doing it for my wife, right?
Okay.
So they were talking to me about the fact that we need to pay them like $900.
I wouldn't pay anyone anything because you don't know who they are, first off.
Yeah, that's right.
Did they give you anything in writing?
No, none. They didn't give none.
Okay, yeah, because I'd probably ask someone to put something in writing to make sure that they're not a scam or something like that, right?
That's
but I know
right.
that Adina, she had her student loans. Those ones got zeroed out on her end.
Yeah, mine was zeroed out. Like straight up, I owed student loans 2 months ago, and my loans were totally zeroed out and forgiven.
So when you say zeroed out, what do you mean? You don't owe nobody again? That's what you're saying?
I straight up don't owe them. And I also had a car repo from 2016 that I owed like 9 or 10 grand on, and that's gone too.
How come?
Yeah, because there's a national, there's a thing called NASARA, which you can look up a little bit more.
NASARA?
But it's the National Economic Security and Reform Act or something. Because right now we're going through a financial reset, right? So as this is taking place, there's a lot of beta testing going on with, mortgages getting zeroed out, loans getting zeroed out, student loans, auto loans. There's even been utility bills when people go to make payments on their utility bills, that those bills are, zero and they're not having to pay anything. So as this stuff is rolling out and all of these additional, I don't know if you want to call them stimuluses or subsidies or whatever it is. But Patrick and I were just looking at my credit report as well, and we just had another mortgage go zero. So we were looking at these, and I don't know how exactly they're picking which people to zero out their debts and everything with, but my understanding is that a lot of the student loans will be zeroed out. And when that's going to happen and who they're going to pick and how they're picking it, I have no idea. Whatever it is, Adina and I are doing that, is good. I know there's a lot of philanthropic stuff. And so because Adina and I were trying to figure out how are they picking it between you.
Yeah, the only thing we had in common is like we both have automatically a lot, like nonprofits come out of my account automatically that I give to, and that's the only thing we have in common. So we're wondering if there's like a philanthropic kind of a thing that they're testing it out on or something like that, but we don't really know.
Yeah. But the more you read up on NASARA, JASARA, so NASARA is obviously the national version, and then JASARA is the global version. So you just kind of have to look and get more information on that. Whether or not it's going to happen for everyone, I have no idea, but I know that there's been funding, I guess, forgiveness type of funds and stuff that are making it so that a lot of people can have that debt relief. And happening, and you can see online if you start looking and going through like into the Facebook NASARA, JASARA groups, there's people sharing it, there's people screenshotting their credit reports showing that it was zero and whenever it wasn't. But yeah, the only thing that Adina and I could figure out was, like we go to charity functions. I've given to charities. So obviously there are withdrawals from my bank accounts that have that link to it. Adina is like sponsoring 1 million children in Africa all the time. You know what I mean? Like that whole $1 a day. That's like
I sponsor some in America too. Hello, okay.
she's always sending me these pictures of, you know, her little children she's sponsored, and they're like, "Hi, Tina, thanks for my book bag," you know, and they're like,
It's like adorable. I can't help it.
no, it's great. She's a bleeding heart.
Anyway, but what's cool about this is it's just like the real estate thing, where this is not like a dream. This is not like a conspiracy theory. I mean, people are actually making millions and billions of dollars on real estate, doing what Bonnie and everybody is saying. And this stuff really with Nassar and everything is really happening. Like, this is actually real freaking life.
And we figured it out
cool.
only because we were talking about doing credit enhancement and credit repair and looking at the credit stuff, because she's about to buy additional properties, and we were looking at it just to see what was on it. And we had seen like all these things that were there, and then we finally got together one night and we're like, okay, well, let's do it now. And we re-pulled it again, and that's whenever we saw that Adina's had zeroed out. And this was probably
It was
within 30 days.
It was there last month.
Yeah.
Like, it was gone from my credit.
Yeah, so it was, and it also showed peak, greed, and zero. It was amazing. So guys, just know that stuff, that kind of thing is out there for you. So even if you're looking for grants or scholarships or business programs, it's there to help out with the debt relief. And yeah, I don't know what to say. It's happening, and luckily, you know, 2 people right here on the call. And I would say look at your credit reports, guys, because some things are going missing. And, you know, if you look online, you'll see it's happening to hundreds of thousands of people already.
Yeah, sponsor a few missionaries. Maybe it'll happen to you too.
I know.
Okay, so guys, once again, my glass is empty. It's 8:15. But here's the thing. I want to know if you guys have any other questions. Truly, do you have any other questions? Anything you want to get out?
Someone said they want us to repeat the name again. It's Nassara, and Nassara is the national one, like for the United States, and then Jassara is the one for global, because right now we're going through a financial reset globally, and the Nassara stands for national, what is it? I don't know. I'll post it again on my Facebook for you guys, but it's like National Security and Economic Reform Act or something like that. So I'll post it on my Facebook. You guys can find it there. Okay. With that said, I'm going to let everyone go home and, you know, enjoy your children, your family, your kids, your significant other, your next bottle of wine or martini. And good seeing you guys. Love hanging out with you. And obviously we'll get together tomorrow. I think we've got another one at 7 o'clock tomorrow. So come with your questions. We're here. Like I said, we're here 3 hours a week for you guys on a regular basis. So Tuesday at noon, Tuesday at 7, Wednesday at 7. Come ask your questions, get anything answered. And if there's any specific topics you guys want to go over, so you can just like tell us. So right now, is there any other topics you guys want to go over maybe tomorrow? Anyone? Okay, well then just bring your questions. It's free coaching, free questions, stay connected, stay motivated, be inspirational, you know, obviously share your wins. And congrats, Wendell, on that, you know, I love it. Like, we're gonna have to celebrate when you have that closing.
Oh my gosh.
I know, that's gonna be good stuff. He's gonna be sitting pretty. And more money to buy more real estate, expansion and growth. That's awesome. And of course, Brian and Meg, congrats on your new acquisition and everything for growing your portfolio, giving yourselves raise and whatnot. I know. And, you know, definitely all the new people that came onto the call, and you're referring people out so they can come and connect and that kind of thing. So with that said, I'll see you guys later. Good night, everyone. Bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
Good night, everyone.
Bye. Good night.